Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. We're all about making learning English fun and easy, and today we're diving into something we all do every day.
Talking about the weather.
Exactly. Whether you're a beginner or you've been learning for a while, today's deep dive is going to give you some really useful phrases.
And I'm here to help break it all down in a way that's super clear and simple.
So get ready to chat about sunshine, rain clouds, and everything in between.
It's gonna be a good one.
Okay, so to make this as real as possible, we've got a short dialogue between two people, Alex and Ella, and they're going to show us just how easy it is to talk about the weather.
Yeah, and remember, we're focusing on super simple words, perfect for those just starting out with English.
Let's talk about the weather.
Look at the sky. It's so cloudy today.
Yes, I think it will rain soon.
Do you have an umbrella?
No, I don't. I forgot it at home.
You can share my umbrella.
Thank you. You are so kind.
You're welcome.
See, that was easy, right?
Totally. Now let's break down this dialogue and look at some of the key words and phrases that'll help you talk about the weather like a pro.
Sounds good. First up, let's focus on a few important words.
All right. The first word is cloudy.
Cloudy means the sky is full of clouds. You know those days when it looks gray and the sun is hiding? Yeah, that's a cloudy day.
Next, we have umbrella.
Ah, yes, the trusty umbrella. That's what you use to stay dry when it's raining. It's like a portable roof.
Exactly. And last but not least, we have the word share.
Share means to use something together with someone else, just like Ella shared her umbrella with Alex.
Perfect. Now let's go back to the dialogue and take a closer look at some key phrases.
Okay, what jumps out at you?
But how about look at the sky?
That's a fantastic way to start a conversation about the weather. You're basically inviting the other person to notice what's going on up above.
It's so simple. Look at the sky. Easy peasy.
Exactly. Now, what about this one? I think it will rain soon.
That's a great example of making a prediction about the future. Alex is saying he believes it's going to rain soon.
And you can use this structure, I think it will, to talk about all sorts of things.
Like, I think it will be sunny tomorrow, or I think I will eat ice cream later. It's a super useful phrase.
Absolutely. All right, moving on, we have, do you have an umbrella?
Now, this is a really practical question, especially if you think it might rain. Just being prepared.
And remember, you can use do you have to ask about other things too.
Like, do you have a pen or do you have the time? It's a very versatile phrase.
So let's practice that one again together. Do you have an umbrella?
Good. Now, what about I forgot it at home?
Oh, that's a classic. We've all been there, right?
Figure.
Forgetting something important.
Happens to the best of us. And you can use this phrase for anything you accidentally left behind.
Like I forgot my keys at home, or I forgot my phone at home.
It's a lifesaver when you need to explain a little slip up.
Totally. And finally, we have, you can share my umbrella.
This is a great example of being helpful and kind. Offering to share your umbrella with someone who doesn't have one.
And remember, sharing is caring. So let's practice that phrase one more time. You can share my umbrella.
Great. Now I think it's time to go back and quickly review those key words.
You got it.
Yeah.
So first up, we have cloudy.
Which means the sky is full of clouds. It's a cloudy day.
And then we have umbrella.
That's right. It keeps you dry when it rains.
And finally, we have share.
Which means to use something together.
Okay, so we've learned some essential words and phrases for talking about the weather in English.
You're well on your way to having confident conversations about the weather in English.
You got this. Now get ready, because in part 2, we're going to dive even deeper and explore some fun and interesting aspects of talking about the weather.
It's going to be a blast.
So stay tuned. All right, so we're back and ready to uncover some more fun ways to talk about the weather in English.
You bet. Let's jump right in.
Okay, so in part one, we talked about some basic words like cloudy, umbrella, and share.
Right. And we practiced some handy phrases like look at the sky and do you have an umbrella?
Exactly. Now let's take it a step further and explore how to use these phrases in different situations.
Sounds good.
Now imagine you're walking down the street and you see someone you know.
Okay. I can picture it.
It's a beautiful sunny day, and you want to strike up a conversation. What could you say?
Hmm. You could say something like, wow, it's a gorgeous day, isn't it?
Perfect. That's a great way to start a friendly chat. And the other person might respond with, yeah, perfect weather for a walk.
Exactly. It's all about making a connection and using the weather as a common ground.
Now, let's say it starts to rain suddenly,
Oh, no.
and you see someone struggling without an umbrella. This is your chance to be a good Samaritan.
I like where this is going.
You could approach them and say, hey, it's pouring out here. Do you need to share my umbrella?
That's so thoughtful. And they might say, oh my gosh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver.
Exactly. You've not only practiced your English, but you've also made someone's day.
What a win-win.
Now, let's imagine a slightly different scenario. You're at work and you notice a colleague looking a bit down. You want to show them some support and maybe brighten their mood. You can say, hey, I noticed you seem a bit under the weather today. Is everything all right?
Now, that's a really interesting phrase, under the weather. It doesn't literally mean someone's standing in the rain.
Right. It's an idiom, which means someone's not feeling well. It's a more casual and friendly way to ask if they're okay.
And they might respond with, oh, thanks for noticing. I'm just feeling a little tired today.
Exactly. You've shown you care and you've used an idiom like a native English speaker.
I'm impressed.
Now let's move on to another fun aspect of talking about the weather proverbs.
Proverbs. Tell me more.
Proverbs are traditional sayings that offer advice or wisdom based on common observations.
Oh, like every cloud has a silver lining.
That's a perfect example. This proverb means that even in difficult situations, there's always something positive to be found.
I love that one.
And another weather proverb is, April showers bring May flowers.
Ah, this one reminds us that even though rain can be a bit gloomy, it often leads to beautiful things.
It's exactly. Proverbs are a great way to add depth and cultural richness to your English conversations.
I'm definitely going to try using some of these.
I think you'd be surprised how much people appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now let's do a quick recap of what we've covered so far.
All right, we talked about using weather phrases in different scenarios, like greeting a friend, offering help, and showing concern for a colleague.
And we explored the world of idioms and proverbs, discovering how they can add color and meaning to our conversations.
That's right. We've learned so much.
And remember, the key to mastering any language is practice. So don't be afraid to use these new phrases and proverbs in your daily life.
You got this.
Now get ready for part 3, where we'll wrap up this deep dive with some final tips and encouragements to keep you motivated on your English learning journey.
I can't wait.
And we're back for the final part of our deep dive into talking about the weather.
We've covered so much already.
I know, right? We've learned about basic words like cloudy and umbrella.
And we even explored some idioms like under the weather.
Plus, we discovered the wisdom of weather proverbs like every cloud has a silver lining.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. So to wrap things up, let's talk about why learning to talk about the weather is so important for English learners.
Okay, I'm all ears.
Well, first of all, it's a universal topic.
Bruh.
Everyone experiences weather no matter where they live.
That's true.
So it's a great way to connect with people from all over the world.
Like a built-in conversation starter.
Exactly. And it's also a fantastic opportunity to practice your everyday English skills.
Using simple phrases and vocabulary in real-life situations.
Right, because let's be honest, you're probably going to talk about the weather more often than you discuss advanced scientific theories or complex political issues.
Uh-huh. That's a good point.
So embracing weather talk is a practical way to improve your fluency and confidence.
I totally agree. And here's another thing. Talking about the weather can actually help you learn about different cultures.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more.
Well, different cultures have different ways of expressing their relationship with the weather.
You mean like different sayings or beliefs about the weather?
Exactly. For example, in some cultures, people believe certain weather events are signs of good or bad luck.
Oh, wow, that's fascinating.
It is. And by learning about these cultural perspectives, you can gain a deeper understanding of the world around you.
So talking about the weather isn't just about practical communication,
Mm.
it's also about cultural exploration.
Exactly. It's a window into how people think and feel.
I love that. Now, before we say goodbye, I want to leave you with one final thought.
Okay, I'm listening.
Learning a language is like learning to dance.
Hmm. I've never thought about it that way.
It takes time, practice, and a willingness to make mistakes.
And just like dancing, it gets easier and more enjoyable with practice.
Exactly. So keep practicing, keep exploring, and most importantly, keep having fun with English.
Well said.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive into talking about the weather in English.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you learned some useful tips and phrases to help you confidently chat about sunshine, rain clouds, and everything in between.
Remember, keep practicing, and you'll be amazed by how much progress you can make.
And if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the world of English.
Until next time, happy learning.
Thanks for joining the conversation here at Kaz English. We hope you found it fun and informative. Don't forget to check out kazapp.uk. That's kazapp.uk for more tips, resources, and interactive practice. Keep exploring, keep chatting, and we'll catch up with you again soon.